Hi everyone, welcome to Kitabi Cabins. My name is Charu, and a few days back I put up a story on my Instagram asking you guys to give me very specific situations that you are in, and I would recommend you a book for that very particular situation because I genuinely feel like one of the most beautiful thing about reading is its relatability. Sometimes a book does not become your favorite book because it was the best book written ever, but just for the fact that the book met you at the exact moment you needed it the most. Relatability in books can make you flip through pages in a go. Reading speed इतनी बढ़ जाती है and you are much more invested in the story of what is going to happen to the protagonist or whatever book in a fiction or non-fiction you are reading at the moment. And I think this is also such a beautiful exercise because you get to see what different books mean to different people. A same book can mean something else to me and something completely different to you. Whatever you took from the book could be different from what I took from the book. And yes, this is my list of very oddly specific book recommendations for all of you. And also guys, going through the list, it made me genuinely so concerned for all of you. Are you guys doing okay? Some of you people need big hugs and not books, and I hope you are doing well and life is treating you kindly. I will jump on to the books now. Number 1. You want a book about love, years of waiting, deep longing, a quiet partition between the heart and reality. Extremely invested into a friendship, platonically, there is no romance, I just love him. Yearning for an unrequited love, trying to love what I can't love, stuck between loving someone one-sidedly and letting go while chasing the career dreams. A lot of you are yearners here. You know what Ethan Hawke said about one-sided lovers? The one in love
always wins. It doesn't matter if you get your heart broken. The sun doesn't care whether the grass appreciates its rays, right? It just keeps on shining.
For the one-sided lovers, I would recommend all of you to read Call Me By Your Name by Andrea Saman. I know this is not a book that gets marketed in this way. It's a queer love story, which it obviously is. But I think this book captures the feeling of yearning and loving someone so heartedly that it consumes your entire brain. I think this book also captures the feeling of overthinking when you have a crush on someone very well. Elio is performing autopsies on every conversation he has with Oliver. He's overthinking and over-analyzing into every glance that he gives him. Ki, does he love me not? मुझे ये बोलना चाहिए था, नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. Maybe he hates me. All this feeling is captured very, very well. I think you will be just in awe of underlining everything Andrea Saman writes in this book, and this might be a very relatable read for all of you. Book 2. I am just depressed because of my narcissist mother and crisis due to being queer. Boy, do I have the book for you. The book is called Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Janet Winterson. The book is about a girl who's queer and has a very troubled relationship with her mother. The same plot. The book is a semi-autobiographical novel where we are following this girl who grows up in a very, very religious family. The book also does it very well in the sense to show the very human relationship with her mother. She's not someone जिसको outrightly we have made a villain that she is the most toxic person. हमें दोनों angles बहुत खूबसूरती से दिखाते हैं यहाँ पे कि she is also very loving, she is also very tender with her, but she is also very controlling and very strict and want every decision that this daughter of hers takes to be in her own hand. And Janet Winterson is a great writer. She writes such delicious sentences, and I think you will really enjoy reading this book, and you might even see parts of you in it. Book 3. Conflicted between yearning of ambition and desire to rest. This is honestly such a great thing to question, and the book I want to recommend to you here is English August by Upanyu Chatterjee. Upanyu Chatterjee ki ye kitab is usually packaged as a story of an IAS officer who has been posted to a very small town in Madna. And one very beautiful thing about it, जो हमारा protagonist boy है जिसको हम August बोलते हैं, he grew up in a very privileged background. He got every privilege that his class and education could offer him. He comes from the family of bureaucrats, and I think this idea also of ambition is so well done in this book. It talks about different ambitions for different families. For our parents, जिनके लिए survival, एक power, एक reputed position was very important. उनके लिए ultimate goal ही एक IAS officer बनना था. But for this boy who we are following, who has had every privilege बचपन से, उसका ये dream ही नहीं है, which might be the ultimate dream for anyone from his generation, और वो parents के generation के लिए तो the ultimate goal ही था. August is not a person who is stupid or lazy. He is very self-aware. He is so self-aware that he does not believe in the system. He is too comfortable to be a revolutionary and is too ironic to take his work seriously. So he's just drifting along. And this idea of कि कुछ लोगों का ambition is just to rest and have a relaxed life is a conflict जो इस किताब में बहुत अच्छे से दिखाया गया, and I think you'll really enjoy reading this one. Book 4. Dating pool is bad. Not knowing how to go with it. Don't want to stop dating, but no finding you. Do I have the book for you? You are in for a treat. The book I want you to read is Desperately Seeking Shahrukh by Shanaya Bhattacharya. Shanaya Bhattacharya is an economist and she's using Shah Rukh Khan as a cultural icon here. She's exploring this idea, what does Shah Rukh Khan mean to an entire generation of women who grew up watching him. Shanaya spends time with a lot of women, from corporate jobs to students to college going girls to women who are housewives, across different cities and across different economical background as well, and she is asking them, how does love and ambition and work look like for you? For so many of us, Shah Rukh Khan represents this icon who showed us what love should feel like. A man who listens to his woman, a man who admires his woman, a man who is not threatened by an ambitious woman. And Shanaya here is asking, how much is the actual dating pool similar to the idea of love for what we had fed on itne time se? It is such an interesting read. If you are someone who has found yourself being very disappointed by the dating pool around you, I think you would really enjoy reading this book. Book 5. Suffering from addiction, tried hard, trying every day, but at last I lose hope every day. If you're someone who is dealing with addiction, I think I would recommend you to read Beautiful Boy, a memoir by David Sheff. It is a memoir written by a father whose son is dealing with an addiction. और इस memoir में not at one place they have reduced this conversation to कि this is just a bad habit या तो उससे छूट नहीं रही हैं चीजें. The book goes into the nuance of how complicated this is. It shows how, hopelessness and love for that person can exist at the same time. And if you're someone who knows someone who's going through any addiction of sorts, this is a great read if you want to see yourself on the pages. But I will still recommend another book for you if you want to help understand this thing better. And for this, I will say The Molecule of More. The book explains addiction without making it sound like a moral failure. हम इसको बहुत एक scientific lens से देखते हैं. We are exploring everything the hormone and the neurotransmitter dopamine does. The book explains why our book is chasing for the next thing, the next hit, the next big event. Why is it always going for that more? And I think once you start understanding what is happening inside your brain, you will be a lot more kinder to yourself. It is obviously not a replacement for therapy or professional help if you are struggling with addiction, but I think these books can still help you understand why we get trapped in certain cycles. Book 6. I am feeling claustrophobic in a city. If you are someone who's feeling claustrophobic in a city, the book I would recommend you to read is On the Road by Jack Kerouac. This book captures the desire to escape so well, and I'm not talking about necessarily the desire to travel, that those are very two different things, but this desire to escape the life that you're living right now. On the Road by Jack Kerouac is also one of the most defining works of the Beat generation. These were a group of writers and authors who wanted to live free. They wanted movement, art, jazz, poetry around them, and were basically going away from the conventional sense of a societal living. If you're someone who is feeling stuck, restless, and you believe that there is a bigger world out there waiting for you, I think you will really enjoy reading this book. Book 7. The last month is about anxiety therapy because of loss of an important friendship. Another person is asking, losing best friend because she broke my trust. I genuinely feel like friendship breakups are one of the most underrepresented form of griefs. It can hurt so much, as much equal to a relationship ending, but उसके बारे में इतनी बातें नहीं होती हैं. I think the book I would want you to read here is Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I don't think इससे strong आपको कोई भी किताब मिल सकती है, which is exploring the idea of friendships and how do people change over time. Friendships जो आपके बचपन से साथ साथ चल रही हैं, people change, उसकी वजह से आपकी दोस्तियाँ भी टूट रही हैं. Another book here on the themes of friendship breakups or conflicted friendships of sort is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. The book is not directly about friendship breakups, but it is one of the most beautiful portrayal of female friendships, on how complex they can be, with jealousy and love and compassion for each other, and how all of this can still coexist together. Another book on the themes of friendship breakups is Conversation with Friends. Sally Rooney को हमने सिर्फ रोमांस के जॉनरा में पढ़ा है, but this book is as much about romance as much is it about friendships. also a great read on the themes of friendship breakups. Book 8. Why am I still seeking closure from my father? Why moving on from a toxic relationship is hard? I think for someone who is going through a very complicated relationship with your parents, the book I would want you to read is Educated. Educated is a memoir by Tara Westover, and it is one of the most beautiful memoirs I have read. Tara grows up in an extremely controlling household where all of her decisions are made by her parents. बहुत ही toxic relationship रहता है उसका throughout the book, and one day she realizes as she is growing older कि I can also take these decisions for myself, and we see it going downhill from that point onwards कि इस बच्चे ने अपने लिए खड़ा कैसे होकर के स्टैंड लिया है. What I love about this book is that it isn't written with anger. वो अपने पेरेंट्स की तरफ गुस्सा है ही नहीं. It is written with so much love and so much compassion कि वो इतना प्यार करती है अपने पेरेंट्स से because they are her parents at the end of the day. And I think you might see a lot of you in the memoir, and you might find words for all these feelings you have been feeling yourself. Book 9. I want a travelogue where I meet different people and I will forget everything that exists. Another person is asking, a book that feels like traveling. I can't so want to read something of that genre. I think I would recommend you to read The Calcutta Chromosome by Amitav Ghosh, or I think any fiction in general, because if fiction is done well, वो आपको उसी जगह पे ले जाएगा. That work will make you believe that you are a part of story. I think Arundhati Roy is also brilliant at it. God of Small Things is a great read. It can really make you feel that you are immersed in that place. And for a matter of fact, if you want to feel like you are traveling while reading a book, pick up any history book. आपको जहाँ जाना है, आप जिस जगह के लिए interested हो, you pick up a book about the history of that place, and I think you'll be pleasantly amused to see how much you can travel in a place past में जाकर के generations across देख करके what exactly was happening there. Book 10. Trauma of Cheating. Been 4 months and I'm trying hard to escape but can't. This is such an obvious. I want you to read Eat, Pray, Love. It is such a beautiful book. It has also been adapted into a film. We are following our protagonist and the book starts at the end of her marriage. उसका relationship अभी टूटा है. She is trying to find herself. She is grieving. She is questioning everything and has no idea what is about to come next. Because एक जो theme constant थी उसकी life में, this relationship जिसके around उसने अपनी सारी life बनाई थी, that has been taken away from her. And next what she does is she goes on to traveling. She goes to India, Italy, Indonesia, and at every place she's just trying to connect to herself, who she was before she got into a relationship. And the portrayal is also very well done. I know this is not a book that will fix your heartbreak, but seeing someone, piece by piece bring back their life to what it was before they got into a relationship might be very comforting to read. This is a book that will remind you there is so much life waiting for you outside of a relationship. Book 11. Going through a transition past college, have responsibilities, feeling very confused. Another one is just started uni and feeling out of place and inferior. Also feel homesick and I'm actually sick too. Wow. Something you would recommend to a guy who just came out of school. I'm currently going to start college. It's a very new beginning. I'm currently enjoying slow days. Going to college this year with a bundle of feelings. What can I read now to calm myself? To all the kids who are going through a transition phase, this is such a beautiful time. Please just embrace it. आप जितना कर सकते हैं इस time को. The book I would recommend to all of you kids right now to read is The Consolation of Philosophy by Ellen de Botton. This is one book that I think will help you navigate through adulthood with the help of some great philosophers. और ये ऐसे academic किताब नहीं है कि आपको history of philosophers बताएंगे. What Ellen de Botton is doing here is उन्होंने 6 philosophers लिए हैं. With all these 6 philosophers, उनका एक core idea लिया है and he's explaining these things to you. Like with Socrates, he's trying to understand unpopularity, on how to take your own opinion and not get crushed by the crowd and the herd mentality there. And with each new philosopher, he's talking about another idea. He's also talking about money. I think it's going to be such an interesting read for you since you are shifting and transitioning to a new phase. You'll meet so many different people from very different backgrounds. It is very important to understand life in different aspects here. He's also talking about relationships, which I think is going to be a part a lot of you will be exploring now, and about a lot of things like frustration and inadequacy and feeling inferior to others. वो आपको सारी चीजें इसी किताब में मिल जाएंगी. Another book that I think you all can read is Letters to a Young Poet by Rilke. Rilke से एक पोइट ने एडवाइस मांगी थी ऑन हिज पोएट्री एंड दीज आर द लेटर्स ही रोट टू देम. ऑल्सो ये ऐसे लिखे गए हैं, एन एल्डर सिबलिंग इज गिविंग एडवाइस टू अ यंगर चाइल्ड. तो आई थिंक यू विल ऑल्सो एंजॉय रीडिंग दिस वन. अनदर बुक जो मैं सोच रही हूँ मुझे डालनी चाहिए टू दीज किड्स इज अबाउट the importance of rituals and habit in your life, the book I want to recommend here is Daily Rituals on How Artists Works. This book is a compilation of routines of all the artists, be it filmmakers, directors, writers, painters. उन सबका routine कैसा रहता था, and I think a lot of you must be looking up to so many people and you get to see how human they were. Van Gogh ने एक दिन में पेंटिंग नहीं बना ली, उसका routine था, वो रोज एक पेंटिंग बनाता था. उसमें they have talked about Virginia Woolf, उनका कैसा routine था, they were writing every day. The habit of routine is such an essential one and I think यही आपका फेस है जो आप समझ सकते हो, और अगर आपने डाल ली अपने में तो आ जाएगी, नहीं आएगी तो नहीं आएगी. And yes, this is it for this video. I hope you found a book that you were looking for. अगर आपको नहीं मिली and you want your situation to come across, we can also do a part 2. Please let me know your situations in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you for being here, thank you for being kind, and I will see you next time.